Hey there, John Farahmand from Balanced Physical Therapy and Human Performance Center. Last week, I got an email from another clinic owner in a completely different part of the country that said she'd heard about me from a mutual friend and wanted to talk to me about how I have expanded our business to 7 clinics. And I thought, this is interesting. So I checked out her website. You know, she was legit. She was a clinic owner, et cetera, et cetera. So I sent her an email back and we hopped on a call a few days later. And the question she had for me was, well, I've had my one practice for a few years now and I'm up to 6 or 7 therapists and I'm wondering if I should open a second location. And I said, okay, cool, thanks for reaching out. And then my next question was very simple. I said, what do you want? And she said, excuse me? And I said, what do you want? In other words, why will opening a second clinic get you closer to what it is that you want to create? What is it that you want? And she was just completely stumped. She was just like, And I said, that's the most important question you need to answer, because one clinic, it's wonderful. You're probably still treating patients, aren't you? She said, yes, I am. And I said, great, wonderful. I love treating patients. That's great. Do you want to continue treating patients? Do you like managing people? Are you making enough money? Do you need to go to another area that's underserved? Do you have someone on your team that you want to elevate to a position of leadership? Do you want to be more of a manager rather than a therapist? What do you want? And why are you even thinking about expanding? Are you busting at the seams with referrals? Do you already have more business than you can possibly handle coming to you right now? Do you have other therapists that want to come work for you, but maybe in a different area so that you're not cannibalizing your existing business? What do you want? And she was just done. I felt a little bad for pushing her, but this is a complete stranger to me, and I really wanted to help her. She reached out to me, and I've gone through, over 22 years of growth here in our practices and have expanded to quite a substantive level, size. We have a corporate HQ, we've got 7 clinics, yada, yada, yada. That's not the point of this conversation. The point of this conversation is, before you decide to expand in any area of your business, why are you doing it? But more importantly, what do you want, okay? And here's why it's important, okay? We have a clinic, a business, and we're gonna call it a clinic because that's what we call our physical therapy practices, okay? And that is a whole lot of things. That's patient care, that's insurance contracting, that's credentialing, that's lease negotiations, that's hiring, that's training, that's retention, that's rewarding, that's incentive compensation packages, that's all sorts of things contained inside of that one business, okay? And most therapists don't know any of it until they actually jump in with 2 feet and start figuring it out or doing it. Very few go learn all of that first and then go start a business because, most of us just like to go, okay? We like to jump in. Those of us that are entrepreneurial, we figure out how to put our parachute on after we jump out of the airplane. That's just how we roll, okay? So if you've got 1 clinic and you want to go to 2, you have to have, in my opinion, one of these. And it has to be so big and so powerful and so meaningful to you that this is going to go into this dream and you'll stop at nothing to get here. This is the easy part. You've already done 1, but why do you want to do another? For what? So you can make more money? Cool. What are you going to do with that money? Why do you need it? Where's it going to go? Who are you going to serve with it? If you don't have the answers to those questions, it's very hard, okay, it would be very hard for me personally at 7 outpatient clinics to continue to endure the pain, expose myself to the risk, go through the anxiety sometimes and the fear and the uncertainty of it all if this wasn't big enough to drive all of the skill acquisition, all of the skill application, all of the results that are required to support this, okay? If you're a business owner and you're a physical therapist and you've got 1 clinic and you're doing fine, if you don't have a massive dream that you want to create to serve other people, if you just want to make more money, it's just not enough to sustain you through what you're going to have to walk through and endure to go to 2 clinics, 3 clinics, 4 clinics, 5 clinics, 6 clinics, 7 clinics and beyond. It's just not enough. So do some soul searching. okay? Do some market analysis. Do some drilling down on your numbers, okay? Do some real hard thinking about what that is and why it's so important to you. Because if that's big enough, multiple clinics is easy. But if this is too small, this is exponentially harder than it has to be, okay? We're going to 10, we're going to 15, we're going to 20 and beyond. That's where we're going. Not because we need more or want more clinics, but because our dream to change the world one patient at a time and provide career ladders for fantastic physical therapists that they can't find anywhere else in the marketplace, that's what we're here to create. That's why we must have this dream as big as we have it, so that the drivers that make this go come easy, okay? There's still problems, there's still hurdles, there's still roadblocks, of course there are, but none of them are gonna stop us. Why? Because that's too damn important. Start there, and your growth begins to take shape, take purpose, and actually happen organically, because you're not just focused on creating another location. You're focused on what it is you were put on earth to do. Find that, and the growth of your business will take care of itself. Thank you.